Hey guys, this is Midget and welcome to another episode of my Derby career mode. Here we go straight into a game against, I presume it's Newcastle. Yes, it is Newcastle in fact. But I just want to say before we get started into the Newcastle game, this is a goals only episode, and at the end there is a live squad report. And by live I don't mean like me talking right now, I mean proper at the time I was reviewing the players. So I'm going to end this commentary a bit short so you can hear to the full squad report, you know. But you see Newcastle signed, the only proper sign they made was Rodrigo, but since it's goal only episode, Danny Ings runs and slides it into Chris Martin, who pokes it home, you know. It's a very weak finish. I don't know how it managed to find the back of the net, you know, since Tim Krul, oh, it's not Tim Krul, it's Elliot, I presume. But here, Martin was getting pulled back, and I was like, what the hell? But Elliot makes an absolute error, and that is a gem, you know, from Chris Martin. He's going to capitalise on chances like that, you know. We're 2-0 up in 40 minutes against Newcastle United, which is kind of good because last time we played Newcastle, in my previous, you know, time I was doing this career mode, we drew 1-1. And they signed Midget, so luckily Midget wasn't here, and it looks like a proper good game so far, doesn't it? But in the 45th minute, Loic Remy smashes it home. Nothing Legends could do at that, so I wasn't angry at him. I don't understand why Eric D at the bottom of the screen before was shouting at Legends, because that was absolutely a phenomenal strike. That, you know, no one could do anything about it. But so far, just watch what happens after this goal, you know. You know, it's a really decent goal, don't take anything away from it. But I think Wisdom should have got there in the first place, but never mind. Look at this. Ings gets the ball, he passes it through to Jeff Hendricks, does a bit of skill, he throws it to Bryson 1-2s it with Chris Martin, he chips it with Chris Martin, the right back, I presume it's Davide Santon, man, it doesn't press Martin, and Martin finds a way through and he scores straight from kickoff after Remy scored. And that is Martin's hat-trick. So he completes his first half hat-trick. And this time, you know, I wasn't screwing about, you know. It's like, okay, he's got his hat-trick, now I can take him off. Because I remember last time he could have got hat-trick quicker, Chris Martin. But I decided to make Ings take the penalty instead of him. And he didn't do that. But that was an absolute, utterly spectacular goal. And it's a game by Danny Ings. You can see how much of celebration that was. Look at this goal again. It was like a 25-yarder volley. Not volley, you know, it was really powerful strike. It like curled. I don't know how Elliot didn't get to that, but never mind. That's just a really goal. I love the way he curled it in, didn't he? You know, Danny Ings, but it was dipping. And Elliot, you know, if that was Tim Krul, it probably would have got saved. But it made all the fans give Danny Ings a standing ovation, and you see here, I'm just looking at every single replay because I'm so happy with that. And this is straight from kickoff for 4-1, and I was like, okay, this is just unbelievable. But a couple of minutes later, Ings just completes the rout of Newcastle United. You know, it's 5-1, and I've recorded already the next episode, guys, which is the full transfer window. So after the next episode, I'm gonna, because I've not played after the next episode, I've played until I've completed the transfer window, which the transfer window is one whole game. So I've completed until there, and then I think I'm gonna start playing on Legendary now. But you know, it's too easy for me, you know. But so Newcastle get a goal back there through Luke de Jong with a beautiful chip, and here Daniel Krika gets in a muddle up, and Luke de Jong manages to capitalise on his mistake and puts the ball into the net for 5-3. And this could be an absolutely astonishing comeback from the Newcastle upon Tyne side, you know. But instead, Bolly cuts inside, gets his first goal for the team, and face plants the floor. You know, it's a really nice goal. You know, Bolly really deserved it. You know, he was really good all season, you know, putting some really lovely crosses, and, you know, his pace really helped me on the wings. And to top it all off, you know, he capitalised on the mistake from Newcastle this time and smacks it in top right corner. You know, nothing Elliot could do about that. And it's a really good deserved victory. And this reminded me of the Manchester City Arsenal game because it was the same scoreline, you know. But so we do our usual stuff here, you know. We get the additional funds we requested declined, so I decided to put 300,000 up for thingy grabs, and they said yes, and I accepted it. I was really happy, but it ended up doing nothing. so it's a big fail on my behalf, you know. But going into the Aston Villa game here, you see me put up a really poor side for my standards, you know, nowhere near my best side, but I guess it should do against Aston Villa, don't you think? Until you see something that happens in a minute. Look who's a striker next to Benteke. I forgot all about Adebayor, and he's such a deadly finisher on this game, especially in the 4-3-2-1 formation. I don't know why. I seem to struggle about that formation, and it didn't help that I had O'Brien, Darlow, or as my first, you know, O'Brien, Darlow, Forsyth, and Eustace. They're really not good, but you know, see here straight away Darlow shows how terrible he is. I liked him in the last career mode I did, but Delph managed to get at least a 25-yarder for him, so I wasn't pleased with that. But straight away, Craig Forsyth gets an injury, so I decided to put in Wisdom in the left back position, which isn't the best since he's a right foot player, you know, playing at left back. But what can you do? But in the 25th minute, Seiler gets on the ball, and he passes it into Adebayor, who hammers it, and Darlow gets his body to it, it lobs over Darlow, and Wisdom just, I don't know what he was doing there, you know. Adebayor does his trademark celebration, but Wisdom was to blame for that goal, in my opinion. Darlow did as much as he could, and look at Wisdom, just look at him. He could easily get that ball out, but he decided to do something ridiculous. But in the 37th minute, I chipped the ball over to Bolly, who crossed it in, and Berahino from absolutely point-blank range, but the angle was absolutely against him, you know. That's like so I just don't understand how he scored that, and what the hell was Guzan doing then? I don't understand. But that's how the game ended, you know. We lost 2-1 to Villa, but I wasn't too angry about that, you know. I'm still like in the top 5 to the top 7. I'm even in the top 4 or something. Yeah, I'm in the top 4, and you know, here we go into the game against City. But I wasn't really too bothered by that Aston Villa defeat, because you know, I used the weakened side, so never mind really. But going into this Manchester City game, I was expecting a loss, but here you see a very weak side, including Patrick Bamford, the person we sold to Manchester City for 1.9 million. He was to make his debut against us. Not debut, you know what I mean. But Nasri showed his intentions in the 16th minute, you know. He did the exact same thing Delph did to Darlow, but he did it to Legends. But it's Nasri, so I'm going to let him off, because he's one of my favourite Manchester City players, you know. I think it's like Aguero. Yeah, he's about my fifth Man City player, so he's all right, you know. A lovely finish from him, not going to take anything away from it, but I think Legend should have done better. And the next chance came here in the 86th minute, as I said, it's goal only episode. Kun Aguero passes it through to Nasri, who smacks it, and it goes 2-0 up. And I was surprised, because I didn't think I pulled off the best of games in this game. However, Man City put in the big guns towards the end. They put in Aguero, Yaya Toure, and stuff like that, so I was like, what the hell? But never mind. So here, we win 2-0. You know, we had the same amount of shots on target and shots in general, so I was pretty angry. But here, we get straight to the transfer window. So next episode, you're going to see the transfer window, but I decided to put Bajorano and Mark Cannon on the loan list, because they requested loan. I was like, okay, I'm going to grant them the loan, you know, because I want them to do as good as possible, and I'm not really going to play them. So I decided to, you know, sim to the actual start of the transfer window, but I'm not going to do anything about it. And this is where my live thingy comes in. It's going to come in any minute now, so I think I'm going to what's it called? I'm going to stop the commentary now. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, make sure to give a like. And yeah, so this was Midget, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Midget, and I just want to do a quick squad report to end this episode off. So it's going to be not a quick one, it's going to be a pretty detailed one. However, it's not going to be, you know, like 20 minutes long. So you see Adam Legends went 1 in goalkeeper diving, and you know, so it's not good enough, but he's still my main keeper, you know, for at least now. Wisdom went up 1 in aggression, but he's still fairly young, so I'll let him off. And Kariko went up nothing, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I don't know what's going on with him. But Eric D has already gone up 1 in overall, which is the first time I've seen it, because I know he's gone up 1. He's gone up loads of stats, but he never went up 1 overall until now. So I'm really happy to see the young lad growing. Brian Oviedo also went up 1 in everything basically from his technical stats, apart from penalties, which he hasn't taken. So ball control, dribbling, free kick accuracy, crossing and finishing, and he's also good at 1 in overall. Jeff Hendricks, the most he went up is 3 in strength, jumping, stamina, balance, and yes, so he's gone up 1 in overall. He's only 21. Sorry about this. Will Hughes went up 3 in aggression. So basically he went up in all his mental stats from vision. He's also went up 1 in overall there. The 18-year-old. Craig Bryson went up nothing in anything. Jamie Ward went up most in long shots, dribbling, ball control, crossing, shot power, sprint speed, which is always good, acceleration and agility. He's also gone up by 1, so he's now a 75 rated player. Danny Ings, this is why is he very unhappy? Why is he very unhappy? I don't know. I haven't played him for 1 game and he's very unhappy, but I'm gonna since he's not growing, I'm gonna basically do this glitch where you put a player out on loan, but get him back straight away, so his morale's gonna go back up, and also he's gonna start growing, because it's the goal. It's what's it called, the potential glitch. Whoa, Jesus! I didn't expect Martin. Oh. Martin's gone to be my best player. He's gone up most in long shots by 5, and also in 4 in dribbling and crossing. The last time I checked this, he was a 75, so I was like, okay, but now he's 76. That's my best player. Oh my god, I did not know that. Oh my, that's even scared me, because I saw it like a week ago and he was 75. I was like, what? Oh my god, I'm so happy for him. But these players are basically useless. And then we go to the next player, Berahino, went up most in curve, balance, volleys, and yes, by 4. And he also went up in sprint speed and acceleration, which is always nice, and went up 2 overall, the 20-year-old. Caldala went up in most of his physical stats and mental stats, but it's not gone up 1 in overall, the young keeper. Bolly's gone up, 1 in acceleration. That's just ridiculous, 98 acceleration. And 4 in dribbling, 4 in long shots, 4 in slide tackle, 4 in standing tackle, 4 in shot power and crossing. So he's, he's a really good player in my opinion. I really like him. He's better than Bryson in my opinion. He scored his first goal earlier on in the episode, which is not live, and you saw me talk about him. But I use him mainly for his pace, but that's why he's good. He's better than Bryson simply because of his pace. John Eustace, the man that scored the winner in real life against QPR, has already gone down by 2 for the 34-year-old, so I'm pretty sad about that. But Timu Markkinen has gone up 2, and I only played him once. I'm not going to go through all his stats. I don't like Jamie Hansen, he's too bad. Kelly Roos went up, and basically all his physical stats upset reactions, but that's crap, because he's supposed to be a keeper, and without reactions he's not a keeper, to be honest. Ilya Milanov, the free agent we signed again, he did not do anything. He's not asked for a game, so I'm not playing him a game. All I want him to stay there. Michael Hogginson, he's not done anything too. So is Gail Padermo, he's not got any game time. Kwame Thomas, he's gone up in most of his mental stats again, apart from vision. Matt Small, the value just spoils him, doesn't it? 25 grand, but he's gone up again in all his physical stats but reactions. For a goalkeeper, that's horrendous. And also all his mental stats except from vision. And Mason Bennett's gone up by 1 by getting basically 5 plus stats. He's already gone up by 1. Forsyth has gone up by 1 in slide tackles, volleys, sliding and curve. Judge Dawn, I don't know why Derby have got him, to be honest. Bajarano's gone up by 1. I only played him once. He looks like a girl, to be honest, but never mind. I can't believe that 90 stamina though. Mark O'Brien is homesick, and I don't like his picture. It's too small. It's like it needs to be widened out a bit, but never mind. So James Bailey, he's gone up most in slide tackle and stand tackle by 2, and he's not gone up 1 in overall. Lee Naylor, the left back from Derby, I don't even know who he is, age 33, so less than Eustace, but he's gone down by more than Eustace, which is pretty surprising. Sat Whitbread's already going down, even though he's 29, which is absolutely ridiculous. FIFA. Grant's unhappy, but he's not changed, so whatever. Ben Davis is, It's decreasing, but I know he's 32. Ross Atkins he's gone up 1 in goalkeeper positioning and also in reflexes. Callum Ball's gone up 1 in overall, most in, and these are all our loanies, but he's gone up most in shot power, volleys, slant tackle, curve, sliding tackle. They're all by 2. And Kieran Freeman, the last time I checked he was 65 overall, so he's going to be our backup right back, so we're going to sign Wisdom next time. And basically this is going to be Lee Naylor, and he's gone up 2 in the space of this first half of the season, so he's going to be my backup centre back. So that's basically it, guys. So yeah, the next episode is going to be the full transfer window. I'm going to simulate every single game, whether you like it or not. Sorry about this, guys, but I will simulate every single game, and the whole, I don't care how long it's going to be, the whole transfer window is going to go in one episode. So yeah, so hopefully you will enjoy that. And yeah, so this is Midget, and I'm going to see you guys next time.